there was something that was bothering me at work. So I'm in the Navy. I work administration for the Navy. And so you're around a lot of different people. You're around you're around other people who play video games. You're around like hobbyists. You're around like nature people, travelers, all types and caliber of person. And so I was talking with some coworkers, and I'm not particularly close with these people. I mostly just work with the ones I'm talking about, right? And for this story, and like, I am someone who has grown up playing video games. Okay, I used it as a means as a child to like kind of escape, and it was just cool and see things and like check out what this little digital world has to offer. I wasn't a super popular kid. I didn't have like a million friends. I didn't do a bunch of shit. Like I stayed out of trouble, and video games are like a huge accomplishment to that, because I stayed out, like I grew up with kids that were doing like drugs and like fighting all the time. So to be able to stay out of that type of trouble, and I would come home, I used to tell my parents like I could have been doing drugs and smoking weed and doing a whole bunch of other stuff. I come home and play RuneScape. You should be blessed to have me, because I don't do none of that stupid shit. And so for me, video games is like a really good, it's a way to like relieve stress. It's a nice way to like kind of bring down your day or like whatever you're trying to do. So I take pride in it. It's my hobby. This is what I like to do. It's just like if someone played sports or like they work on their car for a living, right? Or like for their hobby. And so my coworkers were talking about teenagers, and because a lot of them are parents. I'm not a parent. I don't have children, so I can't really vouch in like a lot of those other things. But they were talking about how like video games are destroying children nowadays, and how it is a because it ruins their social abilities. It ruins a lot of other things about their lives. It makes them less verbal. They learn things too early, so on and so forth. And I'm not gonna act like I am a perfect poster child for like video games are gonna make a perfectly solid person, because like there are lots of people who are terminally online who are absolutely a victim of being terminally online. But I think putting it in a very big broad statement like this, that they are just bad things, is wrong. Because people, this is someone's hobby. It's the same thing as if someone fucking cooks or sews or works out or hikes. It is a hobby. Now mind you, you may be in the house a lot more, and the argument they made was that if you're in the house a lot more, you're not socializing as much. I'm talking to 22 people right fucking now. I may be yapping to myself, but y'all are listening. So I am being social. I'm probably more social than other people. And for me specifically, being a streamer and trying to be a good streamer, not one of them fucking like silent people that just sits here and doesn't fucking do anything. And I believe that filling in some of that dead air is important. And I believe in talking and connecting with y'all. I am very good at public speaking now. This isn't scripted, so I'm just out here fucking like I may not be like this right now. This is not scripted. I've learned that like I can't script everything in a stream because it's too long. There's too many stuff, too many variables, people coming in, coming out, so on and so forth, right? And so fucking I'm good at it, and people tell me I'm a good host. People tell me I'm a good public speaker and shit like that. So like I've learned to you become social. Then there's like a whole bunch of other aspects of that. You got Discord, you have voice chats in there. People learn how to talk through that shit, and like people learn how to communicate and be social. They learn the social cues and shit online. And in today's world, that's already happening, bro. People already on their phone all the time. If you're not on Discord, bro, you on TikTok. If you're not on TikTok, bro, you on Instagram. You're on Instagram, you're on fucking Facebook. It's all the same shit. That's a different variety of it. Sometimes people live in chat rooms in general and just fucking do that. Or like fucking Microsoft Teams. It's the same shit, bro. And so like the argument that they're not being social is weird. And like I get like now when it comes to like person to person, in person, that type of shit, I get that. But that's like a lot of people. You people who are not terminally online have social anxiety. People who are not terminally online have struggle speaking and connecting with other people. That is not something that has been exacerbated on the online supremacy of today's day. I don't believe that. I really don't. That is just something that has been more known of because of the access to the internet. And so like it was frustrating to hear my coworkers talk about like how the thing that I do for fun and what I do as a passion is fucking worthless. Like, it's a negative thing. It's not. Like, playing video games and like being able to detox and like de-stress in a separate environment that is completely different to my day-to-day, it is like partially saved my life, bro. It is like important to have that type of outlet, and that can be anything. People can find that outlet in anything. Mine just so happened to be digital, and I just so happen to be playing the same fucking game for like 17 years, and this is like second home to me, you know. So I really do wish that stereotype would change. I really do, because not everybody is like that. You're gonna meet some bad apples. I've met some bad apples, and they're fucking weird. They are weird people, but that's not everybody. You're gonna meet weird people in any form or thing you fucking do. It's the same shit. Anyway, I'm gonna get off a soapbox, but that was it. Like hearing that from my coworkers was kind of sad, because they are decent people. I don't think of them like alas, and I still like them. They're good people, but that type of thing made me sad. And to be honest, like, I hope I could be an example of like, you don't gotta be that, bro. Like, I went outside today. I go to the gym. I go and do things. The reason why I'm streaming today and not on vacation is because I accidentally washed my passport. And so my passport, let me make sure I'm not doxing myself here. My passport got washed on accident. And so when you water damage your passport, you can't travel because it's not acceptable for immigration from different countries. So that's the only reason why I'm not on vacation right now, is because I accidentally washed my passport. So like, I would have been out, but I still, and like, I'm home alone right now. Ain't no peeps with me right now, except y'all, and I get to hang out with y'all, and I'm very blessed to have that. So like, the fact that people aren't social, that they need to step out of their bubble. You can still be in the realm of online and step out of your bubble, bro. You can. Like, join a Discord. You ever join a Discord, like a brand new Discord? You just say you join a whole new game. I will get to y'all's comments in a minute. If I lose my train of thought right now, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna read y'all's comments in a minute. Thank you. If you ever join a new Discord, right? So a really good example, Dragon Wilds, right? Everybody's heard of Dragon Wilds right now. Huge game, doing a great job. Survival game, RuneScape, new RuneScape IP type shit. And so a lot of people are loving it, and they're searching online on Twitter, Discord, Reddit, all that shit. They're looking up all that shit. And you know what's happening? It's a whole bunch of people with a common thing of RuneScape going into new channels that can be Discords, voice chats, Reddits, all that type of shit. They're in new spaces. They're checking that shit out. And then the people that are really trying to reach out of their circle are interacting with it. And for that can be a big step. Like, and I'm talking from the perspective of like trying to learn how to become social and doing that. Because some people are like, well, why would I join this Discord? I don't really know anybody in there. No shit, Sherlock. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. You ain't gonna know nobody. That's fine. That's okay. And they won't know you. That's fine. It gives you a chance to try and like see how you can be, and like how you would chat and stuff like that, and like learn how to connect, and then you learn how to network. And that's something that you use in real life, dude. Like, I have used my skills as from online, learning how to network for streaming and shit. Like, because when you people co-stream and stuff that you're not your friends, and like you do want to learn and meet new people, you learn how to network, bro. And that all networking is fucking talking to someone. Be like, hey man, same realm, want to do something? I'd love to hang out with you. That's all it is. And you learn those skills online. At least I have. I've learned how to do that. And it's like, whatever. And then you also learn how to deal with negative shit, and you just kind of brush it off. Or you get sucked into it like a weirdo. Oh my god. Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Being in the house is not necessarily a bad thing right now, considering the times. Yeah. And it's really not. It's a more acceptable way. But when it comes to like teenagers, though, I think teenagers should be going out, though. Like, you ain't gonna be young forever, man. You ain't gonna be young forever, bro. It's crazy. That is so much crap. To look at it from one very, very narrow perspective. My nephew literally learned how to speak Portuguese from a friend on Minecraft server when he was 10 years old. Too much of anything is bad. It's called balance. 100% agree. I learned how to type playing RuneScape, bro. I started playing using a computer at the age of 7. My parents were very technical people, so they worked in like networking and stuff like in 2000 whatever. And so I had laptops. My father had a work laptop, and he would let me use it sometimes. And so I would play RuneScape on the laptop. And like I realized my brother and I would play, but because I'm 7 years old, I don't know how to type. I don't know how to spell. And so I would follow my brother around through Varrock, and I would see other people typing, and he would read to me the words that people are saying so I can follow along with them. And I learned how to spell money. I learned how to spell hello because my brother would say hello, and then he would show me on the keyboard, hello, this is how you type. I still type badly. I still type with like 2 fucking fingers, but and I never broke out of that. I've tried. I learned a skill from that because of this. And I learned how to spell. I used to spell money MUNNY. I was in the Verox store when I kept saying, do you have any money? Do you money? And that's what I would say to people. And fucking eventually one dude was like, that's not how you spell money. And I was like, that's not how you spell money. I saw how you spell money. And I told him, but this is how I spell money. It's like, that's not how you spell money though. And so I learned how to spell that way. And so like there's shit like that, man. Dude, there's lots of things. There's lots of things, man. I read a lot. I read a lot as a kid. I read the RuneScape stories. I read through quests and shit. I read more than most kids probably because I was reading through quests and learning all that type of stuff. I had to read guides and so on and so forth. It's crazy.